Right move for Giri to play here is capture the pawn on a3 with the rook and fight for the draw. But instead he missed it and he plays a mistake in this position, king to g6. And this is a major blunder. So this is an absolute winning position for Alireza Firouzja. And here he will play a flashy move which is rook takes on f7 with a check. Look like he's sacrificing a rook for a pawn. Hello everyone and welcome back to Chess Recap. Today we have an exciting chess game to analyze. In this video, we are diving into a thrilling match between Grandmaster Alireza Firouzja and Grandmaster Anish Giri. This game was played in round 5 of Sinquefield Cup. We will be looking at key moments, critical moves and analyzing the strategies employed by both players. Make sure to stick around until the end for some insightful commentary and key takeaways. If you enjoy the video, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. Let's jump right into the game and see how it unfolds. Firouzja, starting with the white pieces, goes for 1 e4, the king's pawn opening. Giri replies with e5, knight to f3, king's knight variation, knight to c6, bishop to c4, Italian game, knight to f6, 2 knights defense, d3, bishop to c5, Giacomo piano game, and now Firouzja goes for castling. d6, c3, f5, h3 from Firouzja, and now Giri goes for castling. Bishop to b3, h6, rook to e1, rook to e8, knight on b to d2, bishop to e6, bishop to a4, queen to b8, bishop takes on c6, b takes on c6. Now Firouzja has doubled up Giri's c-pawns. Knight to f1, rotating the knight to the king side. Bishop to b6, knight to g3, f4, d4, striking in the middle, queen to a7, bishop to e3, queen to a5, queen to c1, king to h7, knight to h4, knight to g8, knight on h to f5. So if you look at this position, after 19 moves, both Firouzja and Giri is having an equal position, neither of them having significant advantage to press for a win. And here Giri will play the first mistake. His best move in this position was to play queen b5 and slowly try to improve his position. But instead he will push c5 pawn, and this is not a best move to play here. Now Firouzja is having a plus 2.3 advantage over Giri, and if he is able to find all the best moves from this position, he can win this game against Anish Giri. But instead, Firouzja will miss the trick. His best move in this position for Firouzja is knight takes on g7. Yeah, giving away the knight and opening king's castle. But instead, he will miss this trick and go for d takes on e5. Still, Firouzja only having the advantage, but slightly decreased. Bishop takes on f5, knight takes on f5, d takes on e5, c4, rook on a to d8, rook to d1, queen to a8, rook to d5, c6, kicking away the rook. Rook takes on d8, rook takes on d8, queen to c2, queen to a6, rook to c1, rook to d7, a3, knight to f6, queen to a2, queen to c8, queen to c2, queen to a6. So both the players are trying to find the best square for the queen to improve their position. Now here Firouzja will play a mistake. Here the best move for Firouzja is put the rook back to d1 and try to improve his position. But instead he will play queen to c3, and this is a mistake. Now Firouzja has lost a slight advantage, but still he is having plus 1 advantage, which still can be turned into a win. Queen to a5, b4. Now a takes on b3 and passant. Queen takes on b3, bishop to c7, g3, queen to a6, king to g2. Now here the position is pretty much equal. Now best way for Giri to continue from here is just push the g6 pawn and kick away the knight, and thereon hold the fort. But instead he will make a mistake by playing rook to d8. This is more like a passive move, and this opens up a winning chance again for Firouzja in this game. And he continues with rook to a1, queen to c8, queen to c2, queen to d7, rook to b1, bishop to f5, bishop takes on c5, queen to d3, queen takes on d3, rook takes on d3. After 40 moves into the game now, we have queen straight off the board. Firouzja is up a pawn and he's having +2 advantage. And if he's able to find all the right moves from here on, he is a winner. But instead, he will make a mistake here and playing rook to b7. His best move in this position was bishop to b4 and trying to create a strong connected pass pawn in b and c file once the trade happens. But instead, he missed the tricks and played rook to b7. Giri continues with knight takes on e4, bishop to e3. If you look the position, Firouzja has lost his advantage and the bar is at 0.2. That is not significant for a win. Right move for Giri to play here is capture the pawn on a3 with the rook and fight for the draw. But instead he missed it and he plays a mistake in this position, king to g6. And this is a major blunder. Now it's absolutely a winning position for Alireza Firouzja with an advantage of +4.1 for white. And Firouzja continues with knight to e7 with check. And king moves to f6, attacking the knight. And knight takes on c6, attacking the bishop. And bishop moves back to d2, asking for a trade. So this is an absolute winning position for Alireza Firouzja. And here he will play a flashy move, which is rook takes on f7 with a check. Look like he's sacrificing a rook for a pawn. Let's see whether Giri will take it or not. Giri will play king to e6, rook to e7 with check, king to d6, attacking the knight. And Firouzja continues with a brilliant move, rook to d7 with check, giving away a full rook for absolutely nothing. He finally accepts the rook after 3 moves, and here there is a fork for Firouzja, which is knight takes on e5 with check, forking the king and the rook. So he is taking back the material, and king moves to d6 and he takes knight takes on d3. Now if you count the material, Firouzja is having 3 extra pawns and they are heading into an endgame. And this is clearly a win for Alireza Firouzja from here on. Giri continues with bishop takes on e3, f takes on e3, knight to d2, c5 with check, king to d5, f4, knight to c4, king to f3, g5, e4 with check, king to d4. Here Firouzja plays e5 and he is willing to give away his knight. He is playing a deflection tactics here, allowing Giri to take away his knight so that he can push those pawns and make it to a queen. And Giri takes the knight on d3 and he continues the push with e6. Knight to e5 with check, king to g2, knight to c6, f5. And it was in this position after 58 moves. Anish Giri has resigned the game to Alireza Firouzja, as there is nothing more to be done here. If Giri continues to capture the pawn on a5, then there is no way he can stop the e pawn from promoting. King and knight is too far away from stopping the promotion. And engine also shows that Firouzja is already 8.2 ahead of Anish Giri in this position. And that was an exciting game from round number 5 of Sinquefield Cup. And if you look at the points table here, Firouzja is leading with 3.5 points out of 5 games he played. He already won 2 classical games against Fabiano Caruana and now against another strong grandmaster, Anish Giri. Let's take a look back at the Alireza Firouzja in this month. He has already beat Fabiano Caruana in the quarterfinals of the Speed Chess Championship, and he will be facing Hikaru Nakamura in the semi-finals of the Speed Chess Championship in Paris. And now he already won the Rapid and Blitz portion of the Grand Chess Tour in St. Louis, and now he is already the leader of the classical portion as well. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite moment was and rate the performance of Alireza Firouzja in this month. He will be thinking that if he was able to show this performance in the last 2 candidates tournament, he might be the new world champion. Who knows? Still young and fresh, and he's easily walking over the top grandmasters of the world right now. Let me know in the thoughts about this game, and if there is a game you would like to see analyzed next. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more chess content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time, keep playing and keep learning. Bye bye.